Hello, everyone. This is Mystic Veteran with your weekly oracle reading. I'm coming to you from my new apartment. I apologize for any noise in the background. I have a cat that may meow or eat or make a loud noise because everything echoes in here. Right now, I'm doing laundry downstairs. I'm upstairs, and you can hear it in the background. So just try to ignore that and listen to the reading. I drew 3 cards today. One for the beginning of the week, middle of the week, and end of the week. And I decided to do a different thing by flipping over the deck after I drew those 3 cards to get the overall energy of the week. So I will read the definitions from the book and then give you my intuitive 2 cents. So, at the beginning of the week, we have Wise One, grow within your current situation. I've already turned to the page. So, message is knuckle down. Be reliable and committed. Be open to wisdom and insights from your elders. The Wise One represents the wisest aspect of the goddess, the crone. In paganism and modern Wicca, the crone is the fiercest, most psychic, and most aware aspect of the goddess. Because she has been through many of life's challenges and overcome many setbacks. On this card, the raven in her hand represents a capacity to overcome the darker times and be reborn again and again. So she helps you to tap into wisdom to overcome whatever life throws at you. Wisdom being the information stored in your soul, rather than the knowledge acquired in this lifetime. And to learn from the experience of your elders, like grandparents and parents. The wisdom of the wise one is based on something that the younger generation is often lacking: commitment and reliability. When this card appears, you're being guided to continue working on your growth and expansion within your current situation. Be committed to your tasks and projects. It can be very easy to get bored or overwhelmed, but persevere. You are being reminded of how it feels to be let down and experience unreliability, and that is not who you were born to be. So keep working on what you're working on because it's going to be extremely beneficial for you in the long run. Good advice. Next one, middle of the week, is Medicine Guardian. Be open to healing information. Let me turn to that. Let's see. Medicine Guardian. Here he is. All right. Focus. Thank you. Listen to what is coming up within you and what is being shared with you by trustworthy others in your life. Pay attention to healing information. Healing angels can help you heal emotionally, spiritually, and physically with their energy, but they can also direct you towards information that will help you return to wholeness. When this card appears, information is being revealed that can help heal an aspect of your current situation, whether that be your health, relationships, or even career. So be alert for this. The Medicine Guardian has a caduceus healing wand, which represents the capacity to heal with the power of will and desire, and a chalice, which represents returning to a state of wholeness, a state where your cup is no longer full but overflowing with goodness. The emerald color of the card represents the healing rays of Archangel Raphael and his healing angels. And my cat's up here right now behind me. She's going to lay down. You are being exposed to information and insights that will have a dramatic healing effect upon your life. If you are working through something mentally or emotionally, know that there are spiritual energies supporting your healing. If you are working through something that is physically challenging, pay particular attention to information that's coming to you that feels inspired, insightful, and warm. It will be supportive of your wellness. Your angels are here to remind you that your natural state is one of wholeness and you are on the road to revealing that wholeness once more. And the final card is Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing. Let's see. It should be in the same section, I would think. Maybe not. Medicine guardian. Oh, I guess it's a different one. She's not a guardian, she's a mother. Okay. Oop, I skipped it. There she is. Focus, please. There we go. Take action. Do what you know you need to do. Mother always knows best, they say, and it's true. We all know a maternal figure who's extremely intuitive and insightful, and this medicine mother has gone through many ups and downs. She has lived and she has lost. She knows what it's like to suffer and to want to give up. So the medicine of this card is that it's okay to make mistakes and get it wrong sometimes, and it's okay for things to come to an end. It's not the end of the world, it's just the end of one chapter and the beginning of something new. The medicine mother reminds you that even though you will have low lows, you aren't here to suffer. You're here to be supported and to support others. Let her give you the loving encouragement to take the next step forward. Excuse me. There is an old pattern rising up in you now, and it's time to deal with it and release it for good. You're being encouraged to love and respect yourself enough to take the steps you know you need to take to move closer to where you like to be. You already know the answers. You know what you need to do. You may have been using delaying tactics or holding back, but now you're being guided to take action. Action requires courage, but your angels and guides are bringing you the courage to move forward. Take just one step. When you do, the next one will be presented to you. All right. For that's the end of the week. Now, the overall energy of the week is Traveler. Move in a new direction. All right. Traveler. There we go. Excuse me. Welcome any opportunities to travel, either to the outer world or to your inner worlds. The Traveler card represents... Hey! Don't be scratching your sissy's bed. Sorry. She's over there being naughty. The Traveler card represents the gypsy spirit within. The opportunity to move in a new direction is coming your way, and ancestral wisdom is encouraging you to welcome it with open arms. Going on a trip is an exciting process because not only do you learn about the world, you also learn about yourself. This card often comes up when you have a chance to go through a process of awakening. Excuse me. And understand even more about the amazing qualities you have to share with the world. Often such journeys can be lonely, but this in itself can teach you that you are never really alone and your angels and ancestors are there for you. The road you are on may be the road less traveled, but this journey is going to be highly beneficial for your emotional and spiritual growth. If it isn't about covering outer distance, it's about covering distance within, and you will be evolving every single moment of it. Remember to keep things simple and to lighten your load, because that will make your journey more enjoyable. You are also being encouraged to see how far you've come and how you've really grown as a person, because this recognition will support you in going even further. And there's a good chance that along the way you'll make new friends who will become companions for a lifetime. That's cool. So basically, sorry, I got an itch on my wrist. So in the beginning of the week, we need to use our heads. I see a lot of blue, which can represent air or water. But in this case, I think it represents air because we're talking about being wise. And that air is usually the element of the mind. And as you can see, the moon is this way because it represents the goddess. And the other direction, like we usually see the moon like this or like this, that's the normal waxing and waning moon. But when it's in this symbol, it means goddess symbol, because you know the owl right here represents wisdom. It also represents the goddess Artemis, whose one of her symbols was the owl for wisdom. Was it Artemis or was it Athena? I think it was Athena, but Artemis might have had an owl too, because she was the goddess of the woods, so every animal was pretty much her animal. And then, of course, you have the crone, who could be Native American or just, a wise woman in general. And then you have the raven, who has something in his mouth. Thought that was interesting. And then you got, like, the darkness behind her, because it is nighttime. So, wherever you are in your life right now, basically, learn from it, learn from your mistakes, learn from your lessons, learn from where you're at right now, how you got here, and either how you can avoid it or how you can make it better. Just live in the present and figure the present out. Don't worry about the past anymore, because it's gone. So living in the present and figuring out where you're at right now will help with your future. And then usually, since there are animals in these cards, I always, put up a link or explain what the animals are. They explain that the crow is basically seeing beyond, and the owl's usually about wisdom, but you can read more about it if you Google them. Excuse me. So now we see green in this card with the angel. Green is also healing, but it can also mean material things such as physical medicine, because it's talking about medicine. Make sure in the middle of this week that you got all your meds are all up to date, that you've refilled your meds, that you're taking care of yourself. Because especially if you have kids, who are going to take care of your kids if you're not well. It shows a male angel, but of course, as we know, some believe that angels are androgynous. They're neither male nor female, or they're both. Kind of like a, what is that called? Starts with an H. I can't remember right now, but basically, he represents healing. And maybe in the middle of the week you have a doctor's appointment. If you don't, maybe you need to get a doctor's appointment. Schedule one this week, the middle of the week. Call up your doctor, say, hey, I need to get my yearly exam for whatever. That's also another thing. Just take care of yourself. You can also wear green, because it's a healing color, in the middle of this week. So there's that. And then we have the medicine mother. There's a lot of brown in this. So brown is like an earthly color, which means at the end of this week you might want to ground yourself after you've, used your mind to be wise and, like, say, make sure you're healthy at the end. Make sure you ground yourself spiritually too, as well as physically. She looks like shells and tusks of animals. So yeah, there is a little bit of blue in here, but it's could be, it's mostly brown, but like maybe have some thought at the end of the week, possibly going out in nature. Communing with nature can help you ground yourself. Depends on where you're at. Could be snowing, it could be sunny, it could be rainy. But try to get out in nature for at least a few minutes at a time, no matter what the weather. Even if it's snowing, you can go out and play in the snow for a while. If it's not snowing, if it's sunny, say you're in Florida, go to the beach. Or you're in Washington, like where I'm at, it's rainy, so just go outside for like a nice little walk with an umbrella or whatever. So at the end of the week, you probably want to wind down. It's the holidays. That time of the year where people get sick, so hence why they probably want to get doctor checkups and make sure they have their meds, and be smart about it. Be smart about your health, be smart about this week. It is the holiday season, so be careful when traveling. Be wise when you're traveling to new places. That's also another thing. Be wise when you're around sick people, so you don't get sick. Um, Getting outside is a healthy thing. It helps with your health. Grounding yourself, being out in nature helps to be healthy because you don't want to be stuck inside all day or all week or all month. You want to get out and breathe some fresh air every now and then. Or at least open up your windows if you can't get outside and bring some fresh air. Bring some plants in. The green, you could bring some plants in to help improve your health. Make sure they're not poisonous to your pets though, because like cats can eat them or dogs can eat them, and they could be poisonous for your cat and dogs. So yeah, when you're traveling, be wise, watch your health, travel to nature if you want to. If you're not traveling outside, if you're doing some meditation, you could travel within. Meditation may be recommended. Maybe you want to spiritually or mentally be healthier as well as physically. As if you're healthy physically, mentally, and spiritually, then you're on the right track. So traveling can be nearby, far away, or within yourself. So be wise when you're doing that. Try to stay up on your health, and by the end of the week, ground yourself, get outside, and take a breather. So this week looks pretty good. It's just some good advice from your spirits and ancestors and angels. It is the holidays, so be careful when it comes to your health. Be careful when you're traveling, obviously. Be careful when you're in nature, too. Just be smart about it. Commune with the animals. Obviously, don't try to pet wild animals if you can, or feed them, because they really say you shouldn't do that, because they'll get used to it and they could attack you. But that's a rarity. I wouldn't worry about that. Birds, or owls. Owls are nocturnal mostly, so I wouldn't worry about that. So if this resonates with you at all, please let me know in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this, please let me know in the comment section. Please thumbs up, like, and share for me if you can. And I hope you enjoyed this week's Oracle reading.